morning guys, how are we all? Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a new video. You joined me this morning as I'm just getting ready for the day, just throwing in a few curls because I washed my hair last night, so it was looking a little frizzy and unstyled this morning. And actually this morning I'm using the GHD Creative Curve. Often I use the curve, but this just a bit more undone waves. I've shown it before. It's another favourite of mine. I never use straighteners anymore. Very rarely use, well, they don't even call them straighteners or GHD. I think they just call them stylers because obviously you can curl your hair with them. But these tend to be the two that I go for. These ones, or the creative one, kind of leaves out the end a little bit, so you get a bit of a straighter end and hence more of a beachier, natural, undone type wave rather than like a perfect pretty curl. So yes, good morning guys. I hope you're all doing really well. Excuse me. It's quite early this morning. I haven't spoken yet properly today. Other than just saying goodbye to Tom as he's headed out the door. Barney's downstairs. He has been fed and let out, but I'm actually going to take him to daycare. He's booked in for a groom today. So I'm taking that opportunity to do all of his bed washing and everything like that. And I've also got a food shop coming this morning. I put in a little cardo delivery, nothing major, just a little food shop, little stock up food shop. So I'll show you that when that arrives. But as soon as that has arrived and I've unpacked and put everything away, I'll drop Barney off at his daycare, and then I will head over to B&M because I've seen that they've got, well, firstly, they've got a whole new range of like bow, pretty girly things, which I feel like is not even that new anymore because it's been there for a while and I just haven't been to B&M in a while. But I've also seen sneak peek on some of their socials that some stores are getting the autumn bits in now. And I know it's still early, we are still in summer, but obviously we're just, as a shopping channel here, we're keeping up with what the shops are bringing us. So, and I'm embracing it this year, honestly. I feel like as soon as the autumn stuff comes out into the shops, pretty soon after the Christmas stuff comes out. And I like to enjoy the autumn first before Christmas. So, yeah, I'm just embracing it. Like I said, the shops are giving it to us, so I am accepting it. We are going to have a little mooch. Not necessarily buy anything, but if I see things that I like, that's a bit crazy, I'm just letting them cool. If I see anything I like, I will of course let you know when I get home anything that I have bought. That's the builders, they're sorting some bits and bobs out outside for us. Right, can you see how like every curl there is different? You've got some that are a bit more ringlety, some that are a bit straighter. So I will just run some oil through the ends and pop a little bit of hairspray on, and that will be, whoop, oh, there's a fly on the wall. Baby jump. The sun is shining, so I'm not going to be able to show you this, but I'll just show you. Well, let me just put you down, and if you see, you see. If you don't, you don't. The sun is beaming in, so yeah, I'm going to just go in with my Moroccan oil light. Yeah, this is the light version. Just one little pump of that, and run that through the ends. That one's actually very straight. I might run over that one again. Oh no, I'll just leave it. Run through, kind of break up the curls with my fingers. Pop a little hairspray in. I was just flip upside down to help with the volume. I'll probably just run my hairbrush through it a little bit as well, and that is me good to go. I have just received a Ocado shopping order, and I picked up some M&S foodie bits and thought I would just do a little haul because I know I love watching New In M&S kind of reviews and content, and yeah, I'm obsessed, especially with the new bits that they get in, such as this. How nice does that sound? Whipped creamy Barber's Cheddar's dip. They've got loads of new dips in. I just stuck with this one for now. A couple of other bits that I really wanted to try that have like gone viral. These look so good. There's 2 slices of this plain Panda Cristal, it's called, and I've seen that people buy this bread topper to go on it, and it's kind of like a bruschetta type. That's it, pan con tomate. And then also, whilst I was looking at that, I saw that they had these new gazpachos, and the watermelon one I thought sounded lovely, but they've also got just like a plain tomato one. So anyway, going from left to right, we've got some Greek yogurt for breakfast. Oh, I got a little stir fry meal set. They've got this chicken breast with lentil noodles and sweet chili. So that's like a little meal deal option that they've got. We are cooking tonight, I think on the menu is, oh actually I've just realised they never sent the pasta.
Oh no.
Oh no, did I not add that to the order?
Unless you got the orzo instead.
No, they did do a switch out. They said they were switching out the milk, but they haven't switched it out. That's the milk I ordered. Oh no. Where's the pasta? Okay, well, maybe we'll have a switch up. We might try this tonight, I'm not sure. But I've seen a recipe on TikTok that does, it's butternut squash with red pepper and mascarpone with pasta, and it looks delicious. So I've got that to try. What else have we got? We've got some pink lady apples, some mozzarella, some butter, sweet potatoes, my bone broth drinks that I've been enjoying. That was one thing that they substituted. They didn't have the beef, they got the chicken, I'm fine with that. Cottage cheese, a couple of easy M&S kind of lunch picky bits. This orzo and slow roasted tomatoes I love. Avocado, kale and grains is really nice. And then, oh, this is new. The Summer Edit Caesar courgette ribbons with a crispy ciabatta crumb. This is very convenient. So I think these are on offer 3 for £7 or something. And then these can go in the freezer, these croquettes, which I think are new. I'm not sure, but these cheese and bacon ones and the mac and cheese ones. So obviously you can freeze those too. I've got some avocados, although I thought I only ordered 2, so I've actually got 4 there. And a actually this is one of the large ones, margarita pizzas. They do the ultra thin ones as well for individual portions, are really good. They're only like 400 calories as well. So that is my haul. This is my stir fry mix as well that came with that. My little vegetables that you can pick and choose from. Some loaf, I've just gone for a whole meal. We usually go for fresh sourdough, but I just got that to have in. I really want to try this. Gutted that my pasta's not on this order. I'm going to have to check that because I'm pretty sure I thought I added it on. Okay, I have just pulled up outside of B&M, if you can see it there. Dropped Barney off at daycare. I was just thinking, whilst I was getting ready this morning, I was catching up on the Fortune Hotel, and I thought I must mention it if no one's ever seen it. It's a really good new series. I watched the first season that they did, was it last year? And it's kind of, I feel like if you like The Traitors, you will like Fortune Hotel. It's on ITV and it's a load of couples, whether it be mother and daughters, partners, friends, and they're all staying at this hotel, and they all have individual cases, one of which has the fortune, and they kind of like eliminate each episode. It's one of those as well, it's kind of annoying. You can't binge it just yet because they only bring out an episode every, I think it's every Wednesdays and Thursdays. So 2 episodes a week. So Wednesday night's always a good night because you know that you've got back-to-back 2 episodes to watch. Wednesdays and Thursdays, Fortune Hotel. Yeah, wanted to recommend it. Anyway, let's head on into B&M now. I think I'm going to grab a trolley just in case I spot any bits that I like. And fingers crossed, they've got all the new goodness in.
Without water along the sun-soaked road, we crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you, it's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Now without sleeping, 'cause you fear the night. And days without eating, 'cause it ain't enough for two. And it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
I'm just gonna have to apologize right now because you may hear some drilling. We essentially, I know I mentioned earlier, we've got builders in today. When I say in, they're actually working outside, but they are doing, we're like having our steps at the front of our house rebuilt because, well, they've been broken for ages, pretty much since the day we moved in. Not the safest. So they, something that has just been one of those snagging list jobs to do that has always been on that to-do list. So finally getting around to doing that. I think they're also fitting, the garage is done. I'll show you an update maybe in my next video, but we're waiting just to have the stairs kind of fit, and then the cupboard doors in the kitchen, and then we are done until the next thing rolls around, because doing up a house at this age, this size, it's honestly a never-ending to-do list of things that need to get done. For instance, now there's so many rooms that I want to, like, there's cracks and stuff that need refilling, and you know, that have been there pretty much since we put in this extension, and or rooms that I'd like to repaint. Does it ever end? I feel like you're never gonna feel like a house is fully finished. So I'm just learning to accept that. Anyway, back from B&M, I did pick up a few bits. I didn't go crazy because obviously I still haven't got out my autumn decor from last year, and I do that stereotypical thing. I spot things and I'm like, oh, that's nice, and I want to add it to my basket, but I'm like, I'm sure I've got stuff that is very similar from previous years. And how many, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but how many pumpkin mugs does a girl need? I almost don't believe myself saying that, because best believe I will be heading to Home Sense soon, and I'm sure there's going to be a new edition of a mug that I need to get, or Anthropology, or don't quote me on the fact that I won't be buying another autumn mug, that's all I'll say. Speaking of, I did get these travel cups from B&M. They come with these holders as well, this whole like cardboard holder. I bought these last year. They had a different design last year, and I used them all up. So I did use them. I know it's not the best for the planet, but a little seasonal travel cup, disposable cup. Yeah, I'm just a sucker for the old seasonal packaging, and these are so cute. They've got little pumpkins and toadstools and leaves on, and I will grab one of these, say on a weekend where we're heading out for a nice long dog walk and we're taking a drink with us. Tom will make his coffee, I'll just take a tea or something in that and have it to go, so that during the walk, whenever there's a bin, we can just bin it and it's easy peasy. Let's move on. They have a whole aisle, as you saw in the vlog clips, and they actually had all of the pumpkin themed, autumn themed cleaning sections within that aisle as well, which is quite nice to have it separate from the cleaning section. I did go down the cleaning aisle and I was thinking, my B&M doesn't have any of the seasonal goodies. However, I then soon discovered them. When I was down the cleaning aisle though, I did just pick up these two, which I wanted to get. In fact, these were the only dishwasher cleaners that they had. They're from Fabuloso. They're a bit sticky, so I feel like something's leaked next to them. But removes grease and lime scale, lemon sherbet scent. I just needed those for our dishwashers. We have two dishwashers, so I'm just gonna, next time I empty them, run them on a really hot cycle with that. I don't do it as often as I should, but they're definitely in need for it. So yeah, finally got my hands on some of those so that I can crack on with that. I need to wash my hands because that is sticky. I'm already really looking forward to our dinner tonight, having done that cardo shop. And we're gonna do this bit. well, I say the pasta, I couldn't find the pasta shapes that I've seen the recipe of this butternut squash pasta recipe. It's like a real creamy, so we're just going to add spaghetti, which we've already got in the cupboard, and if I can find, I think I have to go somewhere else to get those, but I thought I ordered them. I thought I did. I definitely saw them on Ocado, and I've obviously just forgotten to add it to my basket. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to dinner tonight. I think we'll get on a cozy movie whilst we have a nice, like, creamy, wholesome dinner tonight. Very much looking forward to that. Anywho, I saw these were the first things I added to my trolley, and they were on sort of the entrance where they've got the kind of initial sort of buys, you know, when you first walk in. And this, just seasonal, cute, it's for Barney, pumpkin pie flavoured treats. Why do I want these myself? But yeah, limited edition from WAG, the Great British Bakes collection. They've got loads of different ones, but obviously 'tis the season upcoming for some pumpkin pie flavoured treats. And a little treat for myself, saw that these were new, from Kit Kat, Gold Crush with crushed caramel crisps. So I'm thinking it's going to be a kind of caramel flavoured, crunchy flavoured Kit Kat. Nice little, maybe a weekend treat, that one. Trying to refrain, at least during the week, from having treats like that all the time, because it's not good for anyone. So a little weekend treat there. And then some cleaning bits that I got from that cleaning section. These elbow grease rubber gloves. I'm going to put all these to one side and maybe do an autumn clean with me as we get into September. Maybe before prepping the house for decorating. That could be quite fun too. When I do a clean, do a bit of a seasonal one, and then get all in the mood for getting out the decorations. So yeah, some of the bits that I got. These gloves, you know my love for the Lakeland gloves, the white ones. Nothing will beat those. This is purely for the purpose of that clean with me video, and totally unnecessary purchase, this one, but what can I say? I'm a marketeer's dream. Yeah, all it is a pack of gloves with a little pumpkin on it, and then an elbow grease pad as well with some pumpkins on. I do really love these elbow grease like scrubbers, so I grabbed this one in the shape of a pumpkin, and then also got some plugins, which we tend to use more so upstairs, away from Barney, because I don't know, there's something about, I used to use them all the time, but there's something about them being at his level that I just don't particularly like. So, because they are quite strong, aren't they? I like to put them at the top of the staircase so that as you walk upstairs, you get hit with a scent of something. So in the corridor, we've got little plug sockets there, so I'll probably put those in there, or maybe even down in the basement, because he rarely goes in there, as we've got our little utility room down there. Then this elbow grease washing up liquid, again pumpkin scented, this one pumpkin spice fragrance. And then just something for the fridge, and something that intrigued me, a little condiment, but I've never seen this before, and I'm intrigued to know what it actually is. But chip sauce, Dutch style chip sauce. I'm thinking it's going to be like a toned down mayonnaise. It says 70% less fat than regular Heinz mayonnaise. It's a creamy sauce for chips. And I am a chip lover. I think on my death row meal, or let's say something a little less morbid than that, my I'm a Celebrity final meal, if I was in the final of I'm a Celebrity and they get that feast, in there somewhere is going to be chips. Chips and maybe a pasta dish. Never would eat those together normally, but chips are just a weakness for me. So yeah, that is everything that I got from B&M. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, I kind of want to get out my autumn decor before I start buying loads and loads of autumn decor. I want to see exactly what it is that I already have. But they did have some really nice bits. I loved the Hello Autumn mug. I loved the little tea caddy, but I do already have one in a pumpkin shape. That's the only reason why I didn't get that one. What else? Some beautiful wreaths, but again, I recently bought a wreath from Home Sense for the front door. And I think by the sounds of things, there's more to come from B&M. So I will be heading back at some point once they've got some more bits in. But that is it for now. I think I'm just going to have a bit of an admin afternoon, get on with some emails, and then I'll show you our dinner once we've made that. And I've got some PR bits as well upstairs later on that I will show you too.
Harry Potter has come to Hogwarts.
I think that has to be one of the best meals, especially pasta dishes, that I've had in a very long time. It was so good. I'll try and leave the recipe below, but it was Tom that made it. I feel like I'm ready to just de-makeup, have a shower, get into some PJs and call it a day. But I did say earlier about having some PR that I have new in PR that I wanted to share with you and unbox with you. So let me just prop you up there and just go grab the boxes. Not loads, just a few things. Okie dokie. First off, oh, I did actually get a new, I was going to show you, I've left it downstairs, but a new flavour of that cereal that we really like called Cereal. It's like high protein, a bit more healthier of an option for you as opposed to a lot of the other cereals out there on the market. They sent me a new flavour, banana. Don't know how I feel about that. Haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know my thoughts, but the thought of a banana flavoured cereal, I don't know. The favourite one for me, Tom really likes the chocolate one, and also caramelised biscuit and honey crunch. I like all of those. I also like the frosted one. Oh, and the cinnamon. Yeah, they're like our top ones that we've tried so far. The white chocolate raspberry one's good, the blueberry muffin one's good, but I do find them very sweet, so I actually prefer those other ones that I mentioned. They're still sweet, but yeah, anyway. So that's downstairs. I feel like it's been a while since I've had any new Neom goodies, either bought them or been sent them very kindly. I do buy Neom as well because I really like their products, but they have sent over Scent to Boost Your Wellbeing parcel. So, I haven't actually looked inside here yet, so I don't know what's in here, but Neom home fragrance, impeccable. Oh, I have seen a couple of people open this on their stories on Instagram, so I have had a sneak peek, just not myself. Neom Wellbeing celebrates 20th birthday with new limited edition summer scents. We're going off the autumn, we're back to it. We're back to summer for the summer girlies out there. This summer, Neom Wellbeing proudly marks 20 years of championing 100% natural fragrances that boost your wellbeing. How Neom works, if you've never if you're new to the concept, if ever you're in a store or anything where you can give them a bit of a smell test, they say that the one that you like the most is the one that your body's craving the most. So whether that be like a more restorative one, whether it be a more relaxing one, whatever the scent is that you smell in that moment and you go, love that, that's one your body's craving. Anyway, we've got Energy Burst Essential Oil Blend, Spearmint, Rosemary and Eucalyptus Little Oil. I love their oils for my oil diffuser, so that is perfect. And then we've got this smaller candle. They do these, which I always think this size is a great little, God, we're jumping ahead to Christmas now, a great little Christmas gift because they're a nice size to try. You know, with scents it can be a bit hard to buy for someone because you don't know if they're going to like the same scent as you, but these little ones are perfect because I would just pretty much burn these in 1 or 2 occasions. And so this is their travel candle at £20. Smells so good, really like that. It's very summery and fresh, that one. It's in Great Day, which is wild mint and mandarin. Yeah, that citrusy zestiness is again also a nice one for in the kitchen. And then lastly, a huge candle in here, big 3-wick one. This is more of like a luxury style size candle of theirs. This one is the Complete Bliss Citronella outdoor scented candle. That's great because we love, when we're hosting outside, to burn a citronella candle, or we've actually got some citronella incense as well that we like to burn. So this is Moroccan blush rose, lime, black pepper and added citronella. Citronella is usually quite overpowering, so I'm going to smell this from a distance. Okay, yeah, you can definitely smell the citronella, but it's not as strong as if it was like just pure citronella. And that one comes in a nice kind of lemon glass, like butter yellow. Sticking with the trend. The colour that has been this season, I feel like everyone and their mum has loved the sort of light lemons, the buttermilk yellow. And yeah, very much welcomed. Neon parcels just, honestly, are like a big hug. And I feel like I've needed that recently. Just a nice little warm hug. So thank you to Neon, that is very appreciated. And then Pixie, always very kind with their PR as well. Oh, and it's even personalised. We've got a little luggage tag on there with FF. Can you see it looks like a little suitcase? I think that's what they're going for. Yeah, with the little handle. Cute. Okay, what is in here? We have, okay, makes sense, little travel minis. They've got even a little, like, plane ticket in here. Where are we going? Glow wherever you go. With these minis, you've got the Hydrating Milky Mist, which is hyaluronic acid and oat soothing mist. A caffeine and cucumber depuffing eye patch, good for, again, travel. Just pop that in your travel case. A lip tone, little lip gloss, and a Flawless Beauty primer. And then lastly, Glossy Box for more beauty goodies. This one will have already been and gone probably, but if you don't have Glossy Box and was interested, we've got a Shimmering Body Milk, Mineralizing Rescue Mist. I don't recognise any of these brands in this one today. A shower gel, Skin Cyclopedia. A lip liner in the shade Petal. Lastly, a hyaluronic acid travel face sheet mask. I have to admit, with beauty boxes like this, I think for us in this industry it's a tricky one because quite often they are smaller products and I can't physically get through all of the products. But I feel like in general beauty boxes were huge and then they've kind of just quietened down a bit. You don't see that many anymore. You see more, or I think anyway, more like limited edition, special edition, maybe quarterly type beauty packages that are maybe like an edit from an influencer or something like that, where you have much higher value products in them and it's more of a load of products to try. But I do still quite like the concept of it. If I didn't do what I do, I would probably have subscribed to something like this, but let me know, are you subscribed to any beauty boxes? Is it still a thing? Are you still loving it? Do you find that some months it's not as good and some months it's really good? I find that with Glossy Box. There are some months that one in particular, I feel like there's nothing there that's standing out to me, but then I've had some where I'm like, yes, I love this, love this, love this. And more like stock-ups of things that I've already got. When I get new things, which I guess is the concept of the box, is to try out new things. But for me, if I see new things that I don't know I already love, I might not get around to using them, so I end up giving them to Tom's nieces or friends, family, whatever. Anyway, I am going to call it a day here today, I think. Like I said, I just want to take off my makeup, have a quick shower, get into some PJs, relax and unwind downstairs, and we have another of the Fortune Hotel to watch tonight, which is very exciting. So yeah, let me know if you're watching it too, or any other good TV recommendations. But I hope you have enjoyed spending the day with me today, and I hope to see you all very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys.